This is Ryan.
And this is Sean.
And we are here for Acro Media's
High five?
Okay.
Well, you're new at this.
You missed your cue.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, Sean.
You're very welcome.
I am emotionally moved. There are 20 people here sprinting on Drupal Commerce 2.x, which is like basically never happened. You know, a sprint of that size. We've had maybe like 10, a dozen people together in the past, but Acro Media's really gone all in, and it is really cool to see.
Slight disclaimer: there's like 40 people sprinting.
Oh shoot! My bad.
We split them up into a couple different sections. We have documentation going.
That's what I was missing.
Yeah.
The documentation.
And
project management, looking at Commerce 2.x roadmap for contrib modules and porting status and all that.
When we last left, Steve, former co-host Steve.
Oh yeah, big guy.
Yeah.
He's
huge. You probably remember him. He's jacked. Had all his non-technical staff gather around and was explaining all about issue queues and how to
group
triage modules, and it was sort of very holistic actually. So we have that. We have shipping that we're going on as well. Pretty good. You can actually create a shipment now. You can add shipment items to the shipment. You have
put them in boxes.
It's a bit
almost.
Sort of. You can have rates. You can have default flat rates now. We actually have that. So we are actually making decent progress. It actually all has testing built into it too. We actually did that this time.
That's a real big difference from Commerce 1.x, where basically because I was in charge, we didn't have tests. And
you said that
still
like
aren't
tests.
Yeah. I haven't seen them, these tests, but I think they exist.
I think it's pretty good. We have lots of, and they're built in PHP units. We actually have unit tests, functional tests.
I like
PHP.
Stuff, so that's good.
I actually saw you learn just like a couple of days ago that there's a date time.
A date time object, and I used it again today.
Yeah.
I did not realize there was a core date time object that could handle time zones and time zone specific formatting and all that.
Which the fact that 50,000 people have been using an e-commerce platform built by you
and it worked without date time.
And it's just
timestamps.
Wow.
Basically, every order is in GMT. That's all. We don't really care about
time zones in any fashion.
No, honestly, we always use the date field. And the project I'm working on right now didn't want date as a dependency, and lo and behold, I always thought the object came from the date module, but the date module just inherits and extends the the core
just
class.
Sort of a Drupal wrapper for it and everything.
Pretty interesting.
So shipping. The next thing we're doing is migrate. So Matt Glaman is basically trying to get anyone and everyone building migrate stuff.
He's super stoked.
He's weirdly, unnaturally excited.
He has his migrate demo environment, and apparently that actually worked for people. And so usually I see that he posts a project like that on GitHub, and then I studiously ignore it and go back to what I was working on. Yeah. And so he doesn't get that feedback, that good adrenaline boost of, wow, somebody found something that I created to improve development useful.
Yes, and so he's getting a nice warm fuzzy feeling because he can literally be like, do this, and then they have to use it, and then they go and they go, and it works. I got it set up. So we have quite a number of people who've worked on migrate, getting migrates for UberCart from Drupal 6
and 7
and Drupal Commerce
on
from
7.
Drupal 7. So
and I hear Magento as well is a thing.
Yeah, I don't know if we've done much of that in the sprint. That is what we're trying to get the standard sort of Drupal ones done. Like they had
e-commerce from Drupal 4.7 maybe.
E-commerce from Drupal.
It'd be time for them to upgrade.
The user install might not still be huge on that.
But,
maybe it's a bit of a tail.
We leave no man behind.
It really seems like we leave a lot of people behind, actually.
Hey.
No, it's good. I was talking to Brian, and he has products working, product variations working. He's getting orders fixed up. So that's a lot of stuff from UberCart on Drupal 6. So he picked one small task that, unfortunately or fortunately for us, required all those other things to be fixed. Yeah. So he's been doing the fix one thing by fixing the previous 10 things.
Yeah, and last I saw, line item tests were still not passing.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's what he's still stuck at. He's still stuck at getting the line items to pass, but he's fixed the 10 things before that.
And that's why, in my sort of development paradigm, not testing is less stressful.
Faster.
I get a lot more done. And
he seems to sort of thrive on the task being as difficult as possible, though.
Yeah,
so
that's
in
good.
Sort of a self-deprecating kind of way.
That's good.
I think he chose well.
Next, I'll let him update drupalcommerce.org. or clean on spam or something.
Can you update the API yet, or are we still stuck on that? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, in case you don't know, DrupalContrib.org has the Drupal Commerce API documentation on it. So I get probably 1 or 2 a day requests through various channels, including somebody who has very intentionally taken to commenting on everything I post on Facebook, that api.drupalcommerce.org is still down. You are correct, my friend, and I would invite you to use drupalcontrib.org. And I'm sorry, I really wish it was up. I accidentally deleted the Linode server that was running it. Okay, and I also don't have I don't have control of the DNS settings to
so
point the subdomain to a
anywhere.
new IP address. Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's a thing.
Right.
Yeah. A lot of things.
Drupal Contrib instead, and you'll get
Drupal.
it.
Yeah. For now, we'll get it back.
Yeah, Jason, doing your thing.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
He has to do whatever we say when we
hand.
go like.
Yeah.
Right. Now he's got to. Oh, he's gonna hate the waves. He's giving me like
maybe some
one of those
stars.
Like,
can we do some more starbursts? That'd be great.
We got lasers and flame one time.
Oh, I remember seeing that.
He was feeling quite ambitious, I think. So.
What else besides shipping and migrate? Promotions are also seeing some love. Matt Glaman again, who's just like this wonder kid of Drupal Commerce development right now, has rigged it up so you can put inline conditions on promotion entities without a rules dependency. So the idea is you don't have to use the rules UI to conditionally make your promotions available.
So now the Acro thing where we had all commerce, no rules, and everyone gave me shit about
it
that
is
at DrupalCon.
100% accurate.
So it actually is with no rules now.
That's right.
So everyone who talk crap to me, go to hell.
And what else? Oh, so Boyan is also like really hitting the tail end of payment.
Yeah.
So
we are like any day now.
Yeah. Actually, Matt's kind of doing some home stretch stuff on payment forms. Again, Matt everywhere. Home stretch stuff on payment forms. So that's interesting.
Yeah. And then there was also adjustment work, I think, happening.
Yeah.
Which was sort of tied
that's
that.
blocked on me. So I'm gonna write some tests to.
It literally could be happening just now, except we're doing this.
Well, okay, but if I wasn't here, I'd probably be doing something else. But I do have essentially a spec doc to review. So we've reviewed how order level price adjustments work in Spree and other e-commerce platforms, some other open source and proprietary platforms, and have kind of decided on what appears to be a hybrid approach between what we had in Commerce 1.x, where we had this whole price component system that had it was a decent concept, but it didn't have like a robust API around it, which is cool because that let us fly by without having tests. Because we're just passing anonymous arrays around, But no, we're basically going to make that a bit more robust without trying to do something totally crazy, like totally normalize the underlying data model, which is kind of like where we were aiming for with Commerce 1.x. But you need some denormalization, I think, for prices. Otherwise, you're making very expensive. Like the pure task of getting a price for something, if it's just like a whole bunch of price components, I don't know. I don't know.
Which sounds like, how often do you need a price? But you need it for anytime you view a product, anytime you add something to a cart, even if you want to search by it and sort through it in search results or category listings or something, and so suddenly you're doing a lot of price calculations all the time. Yeah. And the adjustments, that's to handle not just like a discount or like sales and stuff like that, but that's going to be taxes and shipping and
order level,
things that are not a product of some sort.
We're basically trying to limit the use of line items to actual purchasable entities, and I guess a tax isn't a purchasable thing. It's more of an extracted value.
It's just
that goes to purchase other things for people in office. And then, there's like this, despite not having a very robust agenda or game plan for the high five today, or even a coordinated introduction, there is a common thread among all of these initiatives, and that common thread is that we've got, between our companies, a decade's worth of Drupal Commerce experience. But, for the last 5 years, we've been building Drupal Commerce sites. And we've seen the limitations of the APIs and data structures that we had. And so here we have this opportunity to sort of kind of like move the abstraction layer like one level higher. So it's not like a discount module anymore with a coupon module. It's just promotions. And a promotion includes discounts and coupons, but the concept of a promotion really transcends discounts. And so there's just like a slight mismatch in the way that people used Drupal Commerce before and what the UI would present to them and what the data model kind of reflected. So with discounts and promotions, we now have this like top level promotion concept. But then if you look at shipping as well, we're not doing this sort of like direct request a shipping rate and then just like store that as a line item on the order. We're actually saying, no, you don't get a shipping rate for an order. You first have to put that order into shipments, which have boxes, and then that information is sent to the carrier to return a shipping rate.
And then we can do all that other stuff for shipments, because we have a shipment. We can get a rate, we can get labels, we can get anything related to a shipment.
Tracking codes and...
the whole process, not just... We used to sort of do, shipping was the rate, and then it was like, oh yeah, I guess there's other stuff, and then we had 6 different modules that each added on their piece.
And I mean, a huge shout out to Andy G for pushing forward a lot of that stuff despite me.
Being the original person doing that, who him and I talked at MidCamp. Original G, yes. Built the box module, spent tons of time going over all the problems and all the things we should add in shipping and what we should do for shipping 2.x. And I mean, he did the shipping one. He did a bunch of the rate ones, like he
maintains FedEx, UPS,
and stuff like that and everything. So.
Yeah, so it's a really exciting season as like commerce developers to see how the core modules themselves will better reflect both how merchants expect it to look in the interface, but also like a more robust data model that's going to better integrate with the third-party fulfillment tools and ERPs that most of our clients are integrating with.
Yeah, we rarely do a commerce site that's just commerce. It has to go somewhere else.
Yeah, you need order management, or you need warehouse management, or something. And so this puts us in a much stronger position to serve as that sort of a front-end e-commerce layer,
to be that
if
piece
you will.
that it comes through. We had I noticed a number of people when they would look at Commerce 2 for the first time as well, they'd say, oh, hey, like you actually fixed that stuff that I hated in Commerce 1 or whatever. It's like you didn't just make a new version and do a bunch of new dumb stuff. You actually like listened to what everyone complained about.
I'm sure we did some new dumb stuff too.
Oh yeah, a bunch, but it was like we didn't just do something completely random. We took the parts that people really hated, and seems to be from people looking at them, and they said it is better.
Like the biggie, like there is no more product displayed node type with a product reference field to product entities. It's like a thing, a product entity that can be displayed to users with variations that you edit using the inline entity form by default. So like, just really making the whole
the stuff that actually took
tighter.
2 years in Commerce the first time is now going to be in at the start. Yes. Yeah. Very cool.
Which is a good excuse for why you should continue to give us grace as we roll toward
we're working very 2.x, and then we're getting
2. Someday.
Yeah.
But really, like Boyan has been killing himself just like to hammer stuff out and really think through the architecture. So big props to Boyan. May your laptop be ever present and working.
Yeah. If anyone wants to donate spare laptops to Boyan,
we need at least 3 in reserve.
He's gone through about one every 8 days now. So.
And please don't watch this, Boyan.
Okay, don't. Too long didn't read because I think we're like almost about to run out of your time here.
When is like the first Drupal Commerce like 2.x site gonna be?
Oh, you motherfuckers always want this.
Come on.
Okay, we're probably gonna be launching Drupal 2.x sites September. We have a couple set up for that. We have a couple Drupal Commerce sites that are going to go up in September, so the thing better be ready enough by that point.
Shoot, I mean, we have one due in August, right? There's one there's some live right now.
Yeah, I mean there are some.
It was an inventory management platform for a dude in Austria.
Yeah, there's some smaller pieces, live.
Yeah.
Without payments landing, it's a little bit hard to.
Yeah, Walmart.com is live with Drupal Commerce 2.
I don't think Walmart. Any country you could list it. The Serbian version is maybe up with that.
Yeah.
Anyways, too long didn't read. Otherwise, we have to.
Sorry.
Okay.
Build a wall. Mart.
Okay. Got a little Trumpy there at the end. We're working really hard on Commerce 2.x. We got a whole bunch of it done. Have some patience, but we're working really hard. And hopefully we'll have sites. There's some up now, and hopefully we'll have some up August, September for actually real sites with catalogs and payments and all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah. And backdoors.
And yeah, weird security backdoors that you guys don't know about yet.
But we'll enrich our coffers. So.
Superman 3.
Use Drupal
Watch
Commerce.
it and
Yeah.
you'll understand what I mean.
No, and huge thanks to Acro Media for hosting us and for contributing in such a big way as well. So
Thank you. And thank you for making Drupal Commerce originally and
You
UberCard
bet.
before that. Well, some thanks for that. Maybe that's...
Hey, it works.
Yeah.
Will you touch me?
Like, that's more of
No?
a green room
Okay.
type of thing, but...
Okay.